Rob Smith here. It is, oh, I'm sorry, that's not even in the right place. Here we go. Looney Tunes, 10 cents, 52-page comic magazine. You see that? No, not quite. It's up there. There we go. And we've got from 1954. This is backward. Tell a Tale, or later known as Little Elf books, 15 cents each. These aren't being made at all anymore. Completely gone. Well, except for those of us who have tons of copies of them. I'm looking at these. I must have 150 or more of these. Except I do have Digger Dan. I think I have Handy Andy too. I might have the Donald Duck one even though I don't want it. But I don't have any of the rest. The Three Bears. That's right there. Both, then these were done by Whitman. Both Whitman and then the Little Golden books, which were done out of Racine, Wisconsin, did the same stories because all of them were basically same stories. Oh, I let the whole thing play through, didn't I? I think it's the first time I've ever done that before. How are y'all doing? All right, let me see what I've been, there's Sniffles, certainly one of my very favorite, and these days least known characters. But when I was little, this is a big deal. I don't even have my page. I don't even have this live going on here. I like if anyone comes by. But the artwork, yeah, where are all of these pages today? Likely all probably burned. It's cold like it is most of the part of the east part of the country. It's cold. They needed fire, and they took the pages and threw them in to get the fire going. True. I know that's where a lot of Will Eisner and Jerry Iger, right? No, not. Anyway, Eisner and Iger, in their building in New York City, downtown New York City, they just throw pages in to keep the fire going, to keep it warm while they're working on other pages that they would later use as kindling paper. And they'd use anything they could to draw on. It's all Tweety and Sylvester Punch. Here's another character, long gone. Now, I became familiar with these characters because, Sniffles because of the animated cartoons being replayed, but Pancho Vanilla I knew because they did the Golden Digest. Actually, I have one of those I carry around with me. I don't have it here. It's in the car. But these stories showed up in there. And look, you can clip the coupon and mail it today and be part of the club. The Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies. That's right. And you get a handsome wallet free. I have no idea what the wallet was. I wonder if any of those still exist. Probably not. I wonder if it said Looney Tunes on it. I don't know that either. And where would you mail it? Probably mail it to New York. I'm looking for the New York City address. I'm sure it's New York, 33rd Street, Dell Publishing. So whoever would, at the time, when you did work like this, you were in New York City because you just turned it in and they'd print it. Of course, as time went on, and especially again to the 60s and 70s, and especially the 80s, you're mailing it in. Now it's all done digitally. So you can live anywhere and mail them in. At the time, you had to live in New York City, or you could not do this. That was the deal. All right, enough of Looney Tunes. Okay, paper. Oh, I just tore some open. Here we go. 2 sheets. Oh, let me see. I'm still not. Am I live yet? Where am I? Yes, I'm live. Is anybody here? I can't see. All quiet on Western Front. I'm struggling a bit today now, whereas the East Coast is very cold. We've been very hot. I think we're some 20 degrees above normal here. It was 84, 85. That's outrageous for this time of year. It does happen. It's not entirely unusual, but it's a bit much. Let's see here. I got some pens. I was looking around my car and I found a 7 of this. Whoops. Okay, what's a draw? And I should have known it common. Let me see what I might do here. I was talking to Chuck Bailey about Green. He was talking to me about Greenland. I'm talking to my stepdaughter about side by sides, which I don't know what those are. Well, just for fun, let's go over to the Facebook page. Oh, hold it, someone's here. Oh, hello, Andrea. Andrea, why don't you type? Would you type an animal, any animal, first one that comes to your head? Oh, I saw a vulture flying over earlier. It was so wet and hot and damp. Just name one animal, any animal. Eagle. And I didn't know what a side by side was, but we also call them ATVs, I believe. But Amber educated me about that because they were apparently driving around the snow up in North Carolina. And Chuck Bailey was telling me he was watching a video about Greenland, about a nuclear facility underneath the ground in Greenland that he was watching a video about. Huh. Let's see here. Oh, I'm sure you like the weather today, Andrea. Yeah, yeah. Well, they've been having ice storms, is what Amber was having. I have a friend in Pennsylvania who got 5 inches of snow. But I'd take that over. I went outside to get trying to find a set of keys. The keys to my storage room in Palm Bay, I can't find them. I don't know where they are. I'm not even sure how they got away from me. I'm wondering if they're in the car someplace, but I don't know. But I may have to have the lock cut off and go buy another lock. I had 2 keys to it, but I don't know where either one are. I thought I had them when I went there last in December, but it turned out I did not. Yeah, that's what Amber's getting. Yeah, she sent me a video that you could hear the freezing rain hitting whatever it was that was hitting. But I'd take that over this. So I went going outside looking for the keys. I found myself coming back in. My shirt's all wet because I'm sweating. Yeah, I like to find them too. I'm not sure how. I don't recall. I don't think I've ever had a. As long as I've had storage rooms, I don't think I've ever had locks cut off. But I need to get in there. I'm going. Oh, I'm going to be over there. It's February 7th, so I have till the 7th. But I'm going to be mighty tired when I get there, and I don't think their office won't be open by the time I get there. So I'll have to see if I have any friends in Brevard that have something that could cut a lock open. Let me see if I do a quick search for side by sides. I have no idea what this is. Picture one. I can't get to it. I'm in tight quarters here. It's like a submarine. If you've been on a submarine. Oh God. Okay. Well, that's all that problem. I gotta. Oh well. Hold on a second. I just actually did something like, really. But how did I get to it? Well, that's a good question. Hold on a second, I got a problem. Take care of that. So I got a big problem. see where it went. Well, maybe I should turn this off and start. Well, God, everything's falling over. Really tight quarters. Fortunately, this board's in the way. I see them both. Rotten on the. I can't. Solve that problem. Hold on a second. Yeah, this is not good. Hold on a second. Come on with you. Ow. Ow, ow. Hold on a second. I'll be back. There's some. All right. Hold on a second, I'll be back here. I got stuff all over my hands. I'll move a big chair out of the way. I've lost my pens. I was using over those ones. Oh, I think there's another one handy. I may not, I'm not sure. I don't know where it went. Yep, don't know where it went. Not a clue. I don't have it anymore. It was here. I still don't know what I did. That's side by side. What a stupid name for a vehicle. Well, unless it's side by side to make any sense. All right, so it's an ATV. It's just some stupid vehicle people will probably get themselves killed over. And not a moment too soon either. No one should drive these. They shouldn't be for sale even. Apparently being driven all over. Yeah, that's worthless. Unless it's worthless. I don't think this is working either. Calligraphy pen. Yeah, people shouldn't be riding these things. Well, that's a mess. I like to work off the cuff, so I am. Now, cool weather starts tomorrow. Tonight it's supposed to rain, clear out this awful weather we're having here in Florida, get the wet temperatures down, make it more seasonable, and for those of us with sinus issues, we're able to breathe again, which is an interesting concept. All right, that's not going to work either. Oh, I'll just end it because I don't know where my pens are. They're just gone. My nose is stuffed and I'm thinking. 10 tons of pens. I don't know how I can use anything handy. Oh, here's one. Well, as soon as this horrendous weather we have here goes away, 80 degrees, 87 degrees really is what the high hit. And that's here. That means it was even hotter where you are. Why am I drawing cars? I hate drawing cars. That's the first dumb thing I'm doing. Okay, let's not do that. After all that, I'm going to ditch the thing because I'm just realizing that's making me upset. I'm just going to go back to bunnies. They're always good to go to. I don't know why I'm drawing cars for vehicles. I hate drawing vehicles. It only adds to the agitation of trying to find out what one looks like. As I always say, don't draw things you don't know or don't like. Giving yourself troubles you don't need. I mean, if you're a freelancer, who's freelancing anymore? You have to learn how to draw that stuff. But these days you don't have to, so why bother? I'm just going to AI it to death. No one has to learn how to draw anymore. Sad but true. Give him a hat. I just had a couple of containers of water go over, and I was afraid they were going to open up because these tops aren't trustworthy and are going to make a mess because I do have paper stuff everywhere, but I don't have much space. And they went back behind a bunch of things, and that was not fun to get them back. All because I was trying to get to the keyboard, look at what a stupid side-by ATV, whatever it is. Why don't we outlaw those things? That's a good idea. Ah, my eyes are streaming right now. Ugh, just awful weather. Just horrendous. So I can't wait. The rain's supposed to come here in the next couple hours. I'm looking very much forward to it. I'm used to this kind of nonsense happening in summertime, but this time of year, good God, why is it happening now? I mean, I'm still sweating a bit. It was an hour ago I was outside. This is awful. I was supposed to go out and help some friends with a little patriotic thing they were going to do, and I just realized it's just going to be too hot for me. And I was outside that long looking for those keys in the car, but that was long enough. Get sweaty, and my shirt was all wet. Ugh. Andrew, are you familiar with Dr. Living Good? That's if you see the photo with Leah Taylor, that's what that's about. She discovered it, and then I can't remember if I found it. I know she found it. She was one already using it. Did she tell me? I think she told me about it. Now I'm sorry, I've been saying that wrong. Anyway, I met with her yesterday. Go over it for Amber, and you should look at it too if you want to. But I know it's for anybody who's having health issues. As it turns out, it's not a get rich quick thing. That's what I was concerned about. And they're not trying to really sell any. They have supplements, but you don't have to get them. And everything's for pretty much free. The book is $8 shipping and handling, but that's. And oddly enough, they're based out of not far from where Amber is, in Raleigh, around Raleigh, Durham area. And he says this is his real name, which I don't believe. But you can find it at drlivinggood.com. I think it is. You can download the audio, and they have a workbook, and she's going through the workbook, and that's what she was showing me. And I don't see how Amber can use it. I see how or Angie Thomas or you could use it. So I think you've kind of got yourself a regiment going. But Angie wants to try anything. And you could create your own workbook besides the Living Good book. I'm sorry, I am stuffed and stuffed again. And my eyes are streaming. Just awful. And yep, temperatures dropping. We'll be mostly freezing in Florida for the rest of the week, or as I know it, short sleeve weather. And it's gonna feel really good for me. I know Andrew doesn't feel that way. Oh, do you? Okay. I don't believe that's ridiculous. I don't believe it's this name, but he says it is. But all right. Well, what do you haven't done any of this? You haven't gotten any of the supplements or anything, have you? I mean, the supplements that he offers are supplements you get anywhere. I mean, I'm sure they're all a little different. I forgot to ask Leah if she was getting. I don't think she's getting the supplements. But I don't think this applies to you because your situation is very particular. Whereas, like, Angie doesn't know what quite's going on. But something very prescient that Leah said that she's learned is that what's the wording? It's in the book here. When a doctor tells you, that something is in remission, it's another way of them saying they don't know. That was interesting. And also, Leah's found that if doctors don't know what some things are, they'll just, and this is, I'll make sure Amber knows this, that they'll say somebody has lupus. It's their catch-all thing they'll do. But it doesn't mean you do. You have to really show more signs of it. So that should make Amber feel a little better. However, don't know what's wrong with her. Maybe this diet thing will help her. She's got little children around. I was just talking to Chuck Bailey about this. When you got all these little young children around, they all want to eat candy and cookies and things. You're going to have them around the house, and then how do you avoid them? Eeh. Does he have great advice? Yeah, yeah. Leah was showing me was oh gosh, look what I did. I made one leg too long, the other one too. Did it again. Yep, yep, I know. Yep, his arms are too long. His legs are too. His arms are too long. His legs too. Actually, okay, no. These are all fine. It's this leg's too short. I keep making that mistake. But oh well. Well, tomorrow I'm planning to go see my friend Annabelle Leitner give a talk on. Unfortunately, it's very focused to a high school that no longer exists. That is up in North Marion County, which I had no connection to. I saw it before it got demolished, but I don't know anything about it. She went to the school there. She's gonna do a little history about it. And she'll get a whole bunch of members of that high school showing up, but I want to make sure I support. I'm glad she's doing it. No one's really doing that kind of investigative history work now. We've lost Hoyleen Thomas in the past year, and my friend Linda Elwood's in a home of some sort that I can't. No one's getting back with me about. What's going on with Linda? Short fasting. Yeah, I found if I don't eat a certain amount of this and that, my everything gets out of whack. I feel rotten the next day. Meat is one thing I've got. I need to eat a certain amount of meat every day. It doesn't have to be a lot; it just needs to be a certain amount. And for example, today I'm not going to eat much meat. I'm making sure I'm having a little bit. Yeah, yesterday I had a bunch of salad, and I got to kind of watch that too. A lot of things I do know about myself, but just my problem is I've been too after working 7 months and being in far better shape. I stopped doing that. I've been working more computer wise, and that's a problem, or drawing wise. Now tomorrow I hope to go. Yeah, I'll go to this talk. Then I hope to go to a hiking trail and get some hiking in, get some walking in, which I'll post about if that all happens. I may wake up too late. Who knows? I'm concerned. I'm supposed to go to Tallahassee on Tuesday, but I have to be there at 6:30 in the morning, and that's going to be hard. Not very far away, but it's awfully early. And it's going to be very intense, and I'll be rather worthless on Wednesday, even though I'm not driving. But I'm not putting up well with intense days these days. The only way I could get around this leg problem has been like walking through a field. It's not as noticeable, especially if I do that. Yeah, it's yeah, it would be good if I didn't eat as much ice cream as I do, but I do like it. I don't eat that much. I mean, I tease about it more than anything. It's a little more confusing than it used to be. black, and that makes a lot more sense. What that means, and a little more darker here to balance it. Now, what do I do with the rest of this? I don't know. There's a little trail here of some sort. Not there anymore. Oh my gosh, gracious me. Excuse me while I wipe the tears from my eyes. Well, you must not be feeling well, Andrea. With the weather being like, I mean, if it's like this here, it has to be like that where you are. Because I've been checking the pressure the last few days has been out. The whole week actually has been bad. Mostly above 30. And we definitely have high humidity. But Gar the Ghoul's in bad shape right now too, and Melissa for that matter. I'm feeling so good. That's the only thing that concerns me about going out tomorrow morning for Annabelle's thing is that I know I'm not going to sleep all night. Even if it starts to wash away at night, it won't be enough. I'm not going to sleep well because I'm having trouble breathing. Yeah, I've been feeling as tired as earlier this week. A week ago, I was feeling really rotten, tired. Today, I'm not so tired. Actually, there's a bit of me that's ready to go and do things, but the heat and I'm feeling all sticky and yuck. I know once the temperature drops, my energy level is going to soar. So I should be good going to Tallahassee energy-wise initially, but then I'm probably going to get really, really sleepy while we're there. Oh, there's a person. Oh, Kim Allen yesterday was saying it. Just add and that's true. Don't make a girl, just add a bow in the hair. And that's true. It's how it was done in most all cartoons. Yeah, if I'm feeling really bad, don't sleep well tonight, feeling bad in the morning, I probably should not go to Annabelle's, so I make sure I get enough rest because Tuesday's going to be a knockout day. I was going to go and stay over at my Chuck Bailey's place over in Crestview, but I realized if I go to Tallahassee, we're going to be at the legislative session and talking to legislators. If we go do all that, and then I try to drive 2.5 hours to Crestview, I'll be worthless on Wednesday. I may be worthless anyway on Wednesday, just doing the session, but it's silly to drive all that way and not be able to do much. If I just made a leisurely trip to Crestview for 5 hours or 4 hours, whatever it is, that's not going to be so bad. But so I'm just going to go just do that. I'm debating about, I was going to come into Orlando on Friday, but my friend Jeff Brenneman's going to have his birthday on Friday. He's all by himself, and I need to go to Pinellas County. So I'm thinking maybe I'll make a trip to Pinellas County on Friday. Go wish Jeffrey. I feel bad. He's in a home by himself. He doesn't have much in the way of friends. It's really sad. I might go there on his birthday. Try to see some other people on there. Now, Jeff and I are the same age. Met him at the Countryside Christian Center in Clearwater 40 years ago, about 40, a little less, about 38 or 39 years ago, something like around 86, 87, somewhere in there. We've been friends ever since, but his health is not doing well. He can't go anywhere or do anything. He's out of commission. How's this look for whatever it's worth? Put a little tree line back here, and I think I'm just going to let this go. I turned my personal page into a professional page, by the way. No, this is different Jeff. This is Geoff, and he's out of Clearwater. My half-brother's Jeff with a Jeff. Very, very different. You never met either one, I don't think. No, you haven't met either one. No, you're more likely to Jeff Smith than you are Jeff Brenneman. But yes, Jeff Brenneman's come into a couple of lives in the past. Yeah, he was when he was up and about, he was doing a lot of Christian prison ministry. And he went to the Florida Bible College, Billy Graham went to, which I understand is that whole area around the Florida College in Temple Terrace, it's all turning into a Muslim community, which is very interesting. I really want to drive through there and see what's going on. I got to explore that college years ago when I was doing a gig. I wasn't doing a gig at the college. I was doing a gig across the street. I went across the street to look at the college, and I had no idea what the interior looked like. Got lots of photos. It was incredible. They've since torn a bunch of that down, and I'm wondering if what I just learned has something to do with that. I understood they were just remodeling, but I'm not sure. Go over there and then go to Mel's Hot Dogs. Great hot dog place over there in Tampa. Well, it's kind of on the edge. It's right by Busch Gardens. It's the last building of Old Drew Airfield that's still standing. And it's the hot dog shop. And I don't know if Mel's still alive or not. I met him. We talked at length one time. Really nice fellow. Now, of course, history, coming from the history angle, he was happy to talk history because most people come in there to get their hot dogs and go. He's telling me, showing me around the building. And I really do want to get back to driving around Florida a bit. Yeah, I don't have to go to Orlando on Friday, but Jeff's birthday is just Friday. It's a long drive, but I'll probably be a mess on Saturday, but it'll also be cooler, so I like that. I'll make that a little darker. I don't think I have it dark enough so you can sticks out. I got all these drawings. Is it the one that has? Is it the one that has YouTube? Yeah, Jeff has a YouTube channel. It's not. He doesn't do it. Handled it very well. That's true. He doesn't. Yeah. So in other. Oh wow, you can't really see me doing this. I apologize. I didn't know. I messed this up. Sorry. You know. Yeah. So Andrea, you could make yours a professional page and and then just have people all come there and gather. It's easier. I started that. Separate page, Artistic Whimsy. I got 44 people there, but I could just use the. Now I'm over 500 on my personal page, and I'm thinking I'm not gonna turn off Artistic Whimsy. I just like the title, but I'm gonna not do as much with it as I'm gonna concentrate my personal page as being my professional page, and Swampy's Florida. So I may be the Saturday recipes may start showing up again. Some of the postcards, start doing some more Florida stuff on there. You can make it a business page or they call it a professional page. I forget how. I think I can't recall how. I mean, I just did a week ago. 1 week ago, I did that, and I think now it won't show up now because I am a professional page, but it gives you an option. Oh, I think I was looking for some way to. Oh, I was changing the name. Yeah, if you want to go to my personal page or Cedric Constedt, you'd like to follow Cedric. He's a good guy, real good guy. He's in Minnesota. But my page is now, whoops. Well, I had a page. Hold on. What happened to my personal page? Oh, I'm somewhere else. Hold on. My page is now, hold on, I'll give you my name. I was Swampy Summerlin when I came back after the hacking. Now I'm Rob's Swampy's Florida. And that's how you find me on Facebook. But the other thing that happened, if you didn't notice, is, or maybe that happened because I'm a professional page, but the personal details area completely changed. In your work, for example, I can't put on there I'm an artist anymore because you have to be connected to an actual page that is about. Well, I was a caricaturist for Mike Hansen. Mike Hansen doesn't exist anymore. There's no page to connect to. You can't just put caricature. You can't just put, doing freelance. I don't. There has to be a page. So it looks like all I ever did work-wise on my page now, I worked at City Hall. So that's funny. I don't know if that's true now. That's I did the personal page a week ago, and within the week, or last couple of days actually, that whole area changed. I don't know if it's one way or the other. Well, if I go to Artistic Whimsy, which is supposedly a professional page, I don't have any of that. So it looks, it don't look anything like that. So yeah, let me double check that here. Yeah, I would say, Andrew, you should go to a professional page and instead of having two separate pages, kind of work off that. What the hey? Because we're both doing something that we're doing on both pages. So basically, my Swampy Florida page is my. No, okay, I'm looking at on my professional page doesn't have places to put family and all that other stuff or work area. So this is a okay professional dashboard. Huh. I really should compare those two. I haven't because you just got me thinking about it for the first time. There's Chris. Hello, Rob. Hello, Chris. Chris. Do I know you, Chris? You did. Okay, so that must be it. I wish they'd tell us. A year ago or so, I was having problems doing lives because they were changing, or 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, they were changing things every few weeks and making me crazy trying to do a live. What are we doing time-wise? 7:47. Yeah, I would guess. I wonder if Melissa would have been here but I bet she's not feeling well. I'm sure Gar did a live last night though, but I wasn't feeling so bad last night. I'm feeling bad today. I would guess actually it's probably worse for us North Florida than South. So Gar would be in much worse shape in Gainesville than Melissa would be in Orlando or you would be in Deltona because the weather is not. Maybe it'll just shift that way. I don't know. Chris, do I know you? And I apologize if I don't. I don't know what 98521 means. And now you got me looking at it. Were you born on May 21st, 1998? Or were you born September 8th, 521 BC or AD? Come on, reveal the truth. Well, should I draw anything else? Oh, there's Greenland that Chuck was talking to me about. Oh, you wrote eagle. I didn't even draw an eagle, but I like to draw them doing things. I'm trying to look around. What do I got here? I was showing Melissa these. I actually have something else I want to show her. I want to ask her how the heck they did some of these. But I've gotten these little figurines. This little girl reading a book. They're plastic, and they're unbelievably made with detail. They're not. I'm getting them pretty cheap. It's a Timu thing, but I love. And the book comes out, so I can pretend like I'm reading a little book. I'm reading War and Peace. Shh, quiet, everybody. No, I love these little figurines. They remind me. Their craft is so well. They remind me of the Armani statues I've been collecting since as soon as I had the money to be able to do it. Um, but these are nothing, and all the detail. There's some. I don't have. I just knocked over a bunch of them, trying to get that water. Yeah, there's one. Where's the plate? Here's the one I knocked over. I don't know where the plate is. Like this little one. I was fascinated. I found out about these because Tabitha Cornelius. I met the Cornelius gang at a comic book store, and she goes and gets one. She goes and buys one of these, and then she kind of she didn't slam it. She put it down on the table heavy, hard. I thought, oh my gosh, you gotta be careful. It's porcelain. She said, no, it's plastic. I said, you're kidding me. It's not plastic. Sure enough, it's plastic. This is all. Look at all this. Look at the detail of the glove. It's unbelievable. Well, also originally I was getting these for the comic book, which I got done. I'm trying to get something else done right now, but when I can't believe the detail. And Melissa was explaining that this is all molds, and so the young kids know. They're very well. It's not so much. I am fascinated with the detail. Look at this. There's a little critter inside and it's not. You could. Why not just do a simple case instead? If you look, I'm sorry. You get trying. It's hard to see. I don't have the light as well as I could. Hold it. Let me tilt that way. But that's a little case with wrinkles in the case, and there's a gold lining. Why do that? That's amazing to me. I'm just fascinated. Look, good. Melissa was explaining that this bow was made separately and then attached. Who did that? Who's sitting there attaching bows as they come by? Look at the detail in the little face. Now, as I said, I was trying to do manga with a comic book, so I originally picked up a couple of these just to kind of encourage me to think more manga-ish. And and then I found I did a bunch of work on some books in the last 2 years. Some of it in North Carolina, some of it last year in Bombay, and I have one in particular that's almost done. I've been working on here the past 2 weeks, and I'm going to get done. I don't care, and I'm going to do. I want to St. Patrick's Day. It's too far along. Why don't I just finish it? And then yes, I know Ross Allen. I want to get Ross Allen done too, and then they go on a thing. But there's a plate she's holding. But the detail on the plate is unbelievable. Here it is. Look at this plate. I want to ask Melissa about. I got one that has some wings on it, but it fades, and I don't understand how it fades. I don't understand how they do that. This is fascinating. Look at the detail on this little plate. Who cares? Look, there's actually a little decoration on the plate. Can you see that? That's unbelievable to me. It's just unbelievable. I don't know if young people today realize this is unbelievable. They're just buying them. And maybe they expect everything to have this kind of detail. My Armani statues don't have this kind of detail. And this is plastic. This is a little piece of plastic. It's rubbery plastic. Resin, as I call it, I guess. I'm just fascinated with it. And but one thing encourages, like again, look at all this detail. It encourages me that when I'm working or like even doing the drawing I just did, go for the. I love the detail, and it encouraged me to do the detail because it matters. This shows it matters. Okay, see you later, Andrea. I'll go ahead and pull the plug here then. I don't, Chris. I think just pit stopped and went on. I don't know if it looks like there's some others here, but I don't know who they is, and they've been very quiet. All right, so I'll go ahead and zip away. Thank you all for being here. I'll do. I don't know when I'll do a live next. Hopefully next Sunday if all goes as planned. We'll see. So I'll talk to y'all later. Rob Smith here. Take care. Have a good night. Good night. Good night. Oh wait a minute. You may know me. I don't know, Chris. Okay. Well, I don't. Well, Chris is a mystery, so there. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you all for being here. If you get a chance to click the thumbs up, I appreciate it. I love interacting with people when I'm doing these things, Chris. Whoever Chris is. Bye bye, all. Well, as soon as I click this thing off.